In the cool, fast-flowing waters of a mountain stream, countless carp swim together in shimmering schools, their golden scales catching and reflecting the sunlight like scattered coins. Among them is a single, determined carp, smaller than many, but with eyes sparked by an unyielding hope. The stream, ever restless, sings with a constant reminder. Life flows forward, and so too must the creatures within it. Yet the carp is not content to simply be carried by the current. Deep within, it dreams of something more, a legend whispered from generation to generation, promising greatness to those bold enough to pursue it. The tale tells of a waterfall, hidden and fierce, where the river leaps skyward in a dazzling torrent. At the top, it is said, awaits the gate to the realm of dragons. Only the carp that dares to scale the falls, overcoming every obstacle, will transform, shedding its humble form, and ascending to the heavens as a majestic dragon, soaring where others only swim. Driven by this dream, the little carp sets off upstream, facing swift rapids and sharp rocks. With every flick of its tail, the world seems to test its resolve. The water grows colder, the currents stronger. Larger fish dart past, content with their lot, telling the carp to be satisfied with the life it has, to not risk everything chasing fairy tales. But the carp pushes onward, fueled not just by the legend, but also by the belief that life's greatness is not reserved for those who wait, but for those who dare. At last, the carp arrives at the fabled waterfall, taller and more formidable than any story had warned. The torrent thunders down, sending mist swirling and the sound echoing off jagged cliffs. Looking up, the carp feels a tremor of fear. The wall of water seems insurmountable. Each year, it is said, thousands of carp try to leap the falls. Most are swept back downstream by the punishing force. Many turn away, returning to familiar waters and the safety of the crowd. But even as these doubts whisper in its mind, the carp's heart beats with fierce determination. It gathers every ounce of strength and launches itself upwards, out of the foam and into the spray. The force of the water slams against its body, driving it back time after time. Battered and weary, the carp struggles to breathe, each attempt harder than the last. But for each setback, the inner voice of resolve grows louder. You are more than the limits others set for you. Rise, again. With each leap, the carp's muscles strengthen. The scars it collects become symbols of its persistence. Even as the world seems to weigh against it, predatory birds circle above and the waters churn with hungry jaws, the carp refuses to give in. It learns to find rest in the eddies, to use the flow of the current for momentum, to leap when the time is right. Others sometimes join the climb, inspired by its resolve. Some fall away, but a few press on. Time passes. The seasons turn. The little carp, once overlooked and doubted, becomes a legend among its peers. Each attempt brings it closer, and soon the falls are not just an opponent to be conquered, but a teacher shaping the carp into something more, with resilience, patience, and relentless hope. Finally, after countless tries, battered yet undeterred, the carp summons everything it has for one last leap. Pushing off from a submerged rock, it rockets upward. For a moment, it flies, not just above the water, but above fear, above the limits it once believed in. For a heartbeat, the carp defies gravity, breaking through the final curtain of water that guards the realm above. In that instant, thunder cracks and lightning flashes. The gate to the sky bursts open, and the carp is enveloped in radiant light. Transformed in body and spirit, the carp becomes a magnificent dragon, a creature of awe and wonder, able to soar where it once only swam. Its scales glimmer with the colors of persistence, courage, and hope. It rides the wind, touching the clouds, no longer bound to rivers or doubts. From above, the dragon looks down at the stream below, seeing others now striving against the current, eyes lifted toward the falls. It realizes that true greatness was not just in the transformation, but in every moment it refused to give up, in every obstacle that forged its strength and spirit. This is the story of the carp that became a dragon, a tale not of destiny, but of determination. In every leap, every struggle, there is a lesson. Greatness is not handed to those who wait in comfort, but to those who dare the impossible, who believe that strength is built not in the absence of challenge, but through the courage to rise again and again. If you feel doubt, remember the carp. No matter how tumultuous the waters, how steep the falls, your perseverance can transform you. The legend tells us, when you have the heart to defy the current, to challenge the impossible, you unlock within yourself the power to soar.